Hi, welcome to Cook with Mama Bear. Thanks for coming. Today we're gonna make walking tacos. Yeah, that's what it is. Walking tacos. I always call it tacos in a bag, which I guess you could call it that too, but walking tacos sounds so much better. So before we begin, make sure y'all wash your hands with hot soapy water. That was just the police. Don't mind that. Okay, wash your hands with hot soapy water for 20 seconds. Make sure if you are, it's called a minor or somebody under the age of 18, ask your parent or guardian, can you cook in the kitchen? And lastly, I keep on forgetting to mention, if you guys could like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, so every time I put out a funny video, you'll know about it. You'll be the first to know, because you'll get a notification. So please, if you would do that, that would be great. I'm really trying to get my subscriber numbers up. So if you could help me out with that, that would be fabulous. Okay, let's go. All right, here's all my ingredients. So let me move I'm gonna use a small frying pan or skillet. So I'm gonna put this on the stove. I just have one hamburger out of this little hamburger pack. So I just have one burger in here that's left. So I'm gonna use that for this particular recipe. And these will be the spices that I'll be using. So I have black pepper, Lowry seasoning salt, garlic powder, onion powder, chili powder, and if I really want to kick up the heat, then I would use some of this cayenne pepper, but I can't take a lot of spice, so I'm not using that. I also have mild cheddar, and I forgot to take out the Dorito bag, so I will get that out. What I'm going to do is I will put the meat in the pan, and then I'll show you like how much spice to put on there, and then I'll cook it down, and then it's practically done. Okay, so I am ready to begin cooking. I'm going to turn my flame on medium low because my burger is frozen. So actually, I'm going to put it on low. So I'm just going to take my burger out, or my ground beef. I am going to take this paper off. Now, sometimes it's melted, or not melted. It has like an ice ring on here, and so it won't come off. Okay, beautiful. This paper's coming right off. Yay. Uh-oh, except for this side. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. And that little bit. Okay, so I'm going to put my burger in. Yeah, you'll see little ice crystals on here. So I'm just going to put my burger in. You'll start seeing it steam a little bit. Now, what I'm going to do is put the spices on it. You can just make a hamburger and it cooks and you don't have to add any spice, but it adds so much more flavor when you can add a spice. I forgot to mention to you guys that I got my Doritos, so I'm going to use my little bag of Doritos. Or I could use like plain tortilla chips or nacho chips, but I'm going to use Doritos because I like that flavor. I also got out my salsa, so I guess I forgot a few things in the beginning. Now, this is like a food meat chopper, so once this gets kind of soft, I can press down on this and kind of rotate it around, and it'll naturally chop the meat for me. If you don't have one of these at home, then you can always use like a big mixing spoon and kind of just like crumble it up or mash it up as it is cooking. Now, right now, it's still too hard for anything, for me to chop anything. So what I'm going to do is add my spices. I have this black pepper grinder. So if you just had regular pepper, I would do like 2 shakes, and that would probably it. Because I have the grinder, I'm just going to like turn it 1 crank. 1, 2. Yeah, that looks pretty good. If you don't want to add pepper, you don't have to. Now, I'm going to use Lowry seasoning salt as opposed to regular salt because it gives it more flavor. So I'm just going to shake just a little bit. Like, okay, I won't shake, I will dash in. So like 1, 2. Okay, well, maybe 3. Okay. So now I'm going to use garlic powder, not garlic salt, because I just use salt and I don't want it to be too salty. So the garlic powder, I'm just going to like tap it with my finger, and let's see if it's just coming out. 1, 2. Okay, woo! Garlic powder is really strong, so you don't want to use a lot of that. Onion powder, I will do the same thing. See, these holes look small, but this stuff starts pouring out. So I'm going to tap it with my finger. 1, 2. Okay. So this is kind of guesstimating with my chili powder. Okay, I want to make sure the lid's on tight. So I'm going to shake or dash 1, 2, okay, 3, 4. Okay, this doesn't come out as fast. All right. So it doesn't look like a whole lot of spice on there. Once it cooks and starts getting soft, because see, I can start seeing the steam come off the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I can see it. Oh, here, let's get in. Let's get a close-up view. Can you guys see it? Oh, I don't know if you can see the smoke coming out of there. Once it gets kind of soft and I'm able to crumble it, I might add a little more spice if this looks like this is not enough. So I'm not going to bore you with like showing you how to cook this piece of meat. I'm just going to crumble it down, and then I'll show you what it's like. How do you put this bag of this walking taco together? And I'm done. Okay, it's just about done. I just want to show you guys. I didn't chop it up fully because I wanted to show you how this tool works. So I am just like pushing down and kind of twisting with my wrist a little bit to chop this meat up better. And once I flipped it over, I was like, yeah, this needs some more spice. So I am going to put a little more spice on here, hopefully without overdoing it. Okay, and while I'm doing this, I'm looking to see there's no pink meat. If you see anything pink in or on the meat or inside, keep on cooking it. If you see any blood, keep on cooking it. So this looks really good. It's light brown all the way through, so I'm going to cut my flame off. Now, oh my gosh, you guys did not see all that meat just flip out of the pan. Nope, you didn't see that. Oh, that's so embarrassing. So I have my plate. I grabbed 2 paper towels, so I'm going to just lay it on my plate. And then I'm going to put my meat from my pan on here. I could have added fresh onions to this, which would have been delicious, I think, but I didn't do that today. Okay, can you guys see this? Okay, so here's my meat. So I'm just going to add a little more spice on it, and so I'm just shaking just a little tiny bit more. It's probably like 2 shakes. And again, I don't want to overdo it, and this is kind of like a taco seasoning blend, if you will. So if you have taco seasoning already, like in a container, you could just use that and you're fine. Okay, so now that I have my meat, my next step is I'm going to take my cheese. Let's see if I have a tablespoon. Of course we don't. Okay, uh-oh. Let me put that down in there. So I'm going to open this up. Now my cheese is kind of frozen because it holds longer, because I don't use a lot of cheese. So what I'm going to do is put cheese on top. So this is a teaspoon. So I'm going to put 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's like a tablespoon. Okay, so you probably would want even more than that. Oh, let me take my spoon out. What I would do is put this in the microwave for, I don't know, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, just to get your cheese to melt. Because once it goes in this bag, you might not think about it, is a thin piece of metal. So if this goes in the microwave, it's going to spark and make a hot mess in your microwave, or it could cause a fire. That's even worse. So I'm going to microwave that for 20 seconds. Okay, here it is. It only took like 10 seconds, and so most of the cheese is almost melted. There's something called residual heat, so the heat from the meat will continue to like rise up and get the rest of the cheese to melt. So you just open up your bag of chips, and you just put your meat right on top. And then some people like crunch up their chips. I mean, I guess you could do that too. I like my chips kind of bigger, so it can kind of like be used as a scoop, and you can scoop it into your mouth. Or again, I could use my nacho chips. If I was going to use a bag this big, I would probably make a double hamburger patty, which is maybe about 1/4 of a pound of meat. And then I would also put on my salsa. So thanks, you guys, for joining me today. I know I'm not like in the camera. Thanks for joining me today. Don't forget, stay and look while you cook.